Alright, good evening, everybody.
Or good morning.
Yeah, I'm just chilling here, before I head into work. Yeah, I was coming early, basically, but yeah, so I just wanted to do like a little discussion, about nitro RCs, right? So, it's gonna hurt, but in reality, well, I'm not gonna say that the nitro industry is dying, but, when people get into the hobby, they rather go for electric than the nitro, right? Well, I mean, I don't know why that's the case, because, of course, basically it's easier, but, I mean, they're just not willing to put in the time of learning of how to properly tune a nitro engine. Now, I do know for a fact that if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, nitro can be, a little bit finicky to tune, right? Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it this way. When I first got into RCs like 10 years ago, I mean, like, I was kind of thinking of like messing with nitro, and I was like 13 years old. That was like a long time ago, like 2014 or whatnot. But yeah, it's crazy how fast time flies. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you know, a good friend of mine from the hobby shop, has helped me start the hobby, like one of those electric two-wheel drive trucks. I think it's called the Electrics RC Ruckus. I think that's how I started the hobby 10 years ago. Then, I saved a little bit of money. Then, I put like a brushless system on a thing. Man, I kind of miss those days. I still kind of own like a brushless RC monster truck. Of course, the Losi LMT, which is the only electric on my RC lineup. We'll be getting another one. Actually, it's called the Axial SMT10. That's gonna be more like a race truck. I'm just gonna do a quick live um this coming weekend, basically, maybe at like 5 in the evening or whatnot. But yeah. But anyway, I started going a little off track here. Um, I mean, yeah, when you, or actually, yeah. So then I still thought of messing with nitro, but then I heard rumors like, oh no, don't ever touch nitro. Nitro's hard, man. Nitro's hard to tune. You gotta mess with the needles, man. I mean, it's just you gotta charge with so many batteries. It's just a big pain in the ass. I mean, I heard rumors about that a while ago. Then I started doing research on the internet, and actually, when I still had one of those old Tower Hobby catalogs, that's when Tower Hobbies was still carrying HPI Racing. I was thinking catalog of the Savages, man. Man, I couldn't tell you how much obsession that was. Like seeing like a Nitro Savage, the Savage X, the Savage X SS kit, the Savage XO. Man, it's like kind of like looking at one of those hot ladies through magazines, right? I was like, man, I like to get myself a Savage, man. Those trucks are totally badass. But I really didn't have the money. So, so yeah, basically, I just, stuck with electric RCs and whatnot. I had many different RCs throughout the past. And then, in the year 2016, when I started finally to have a job, you know, I kind of wanted like a Savage Flux, but I really never had the money, so I basically bought one of those used Savages off from the hobby shop. Basically, my first Savage. Right now, like when you see one of those running videos that has like an end bleed pipe, the FLM chassis, and the LRP, yeah, that was the Savage that used to be electric. Well, I bought a Nitro first, and then I converted it into electric. And I'm gonna say this for quick: if you don't know what you're doing, and you want an electric brushless RC monster truck, you're just better off buying one than converting one into an electric, because you have no idea if the parts are is gonna held up to the brush's power. And second, oh my goodness, I couldn't tell you how much of a fucking nightmare that was. Like messing with the speed controller, going through motors and batteries. Yeah, I mean, I don't think about that, to be honest with you, but yeah, that's the part I want to discuss when you want to convert. I mean, I'm not against of electrics, but if you're trying to convert like an old nitro vehicle into an electric, then it kind of doesn't make sense. Because first of all, how the hell are you going to find the parts if it breaks? And second, and well, I guess there's no second part. I don't know why the hell I had that part. But I mean, basically, like if you break parts, then how the hell are you going to find other replacement parts? Doesn't make any sense, right? So that's a that's my theory. If you're going to convert old nitro vehicles into electrics, I mean, look, we we have like a Traxxas Max, the Rustler. I mean, if you're building one from the ground up, hey, I don't have a problem. But if you're going to try to convert like a nitro RC into, wait, what the hell am I saying? Okay, saying this again. If you convert like an old Nitro RC into like a high power brushless RC, yeah, it's kind of offsets. But anyway, going back to the Savage Flux story. Once again, I was going through so many parts, and and then when I finally got things just right, probably the most expensive parts that kept breaking were the diffs, because I think when I bought those easy access diff bulkhead cases, whatever they're called, because when I got my first Savage, it was more like an old school one. Like, it's like, like a Savage 21 and a Savage 25 have, versus, taking the front cover off, you actually had to take the whole thing apart in order to access the diffs. So, yeah, guys, I know I'm a little bit, offset here and there, but like, this video is not script. I'm just saying, whatever comes up from my mind or what I remembered from the past. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I mean, like, the Savage diff case, the old ones, you had to take it apart in order to access the diffs. So yeah, that was kind of a bit of a nightmare. And then when I got once again got those new easy access diff cover cases, man, oh, I kept I kept going through a lot of diffs. What a fucking nightmare that was. Oh, also it was my part. It was also the part was my fault for not shimming the disc properly. But yeah, I mean, I guess I spent like maybe almost $300 in ring and pinion sets. Yeah, that's how crazy that was. Ugh. So then when things were finally going right, um, then that's when I started to have electronic issues. That's when I started having issues with the ESC and the motor. And guess what? That was Castle Creations. That wasn't one of those cheap ass brushless systems that you get from eBay or AliExpress. And then also having lipo issues as well. And then I'm like, man, screw it. I'm gonna convert the Savage back into Nitro, and don't touch electrics ever again. And so I converted back into Nitro, and I never looked back. I don't know why I converted that Savage into a Flux in the first place. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a Savage Flux. It's just the issues that if you're trying to convert an old Nitro truck into an electric truck, this is where you're gonna start running the problems down the road if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, that's what I wanted to cover in this video. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what else I'm gonna say, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm probably just gonna wrap it up here. And in case you guys are wondering, well, I guess I think I wasn't never supposed to film this. Yeah, see, that's my work area. See, I'm just chilling. But yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna add a little some updates too in this video. Of course, once again, this coming I think Saturday at 5 in the evening Central Time, just gonna do a short live. Just showing off maybe the Axial SMT10. I know there's gonna be like a lot of Nitro guys in the chat. They're like, dude, where the hell Nitros? I mean, I get it, guys. I get it. My channel is focused on Nitros, but I mean, like, reason why actually I was looking for another solid axle monster truck for racing only, because when I go to once again to Bigfoot Open House next year, they actually finally posted the date when they're gonna have it. It's gonna be like in June. I think it's gonna be at June 7th. So basically, I'll be going there, racing and freestyling. It's gonna be quite fun. I was thinking of, you know, running the actual SMT10 as a brushless racing setup, but maybe I'm just gonna run it as a brush setup, something more like a sport mod class, if that makes sense. And then for my LMT, I'm gonna run it as a pro mod and the freestyle. So that's probably the goal here. Yeah, just thought I just throw this in this video. Of course, once again, the future live is gonna be um no once again about the Axial SMT10. Oh, also, I'm gonna try to see if the LMT diffs is actually going to work on the SMT10 chassis, because the Axial AR60 axles, they kind of suck. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to try to see if the LMT axles is going to fit on into the chassis and whatnot. But anyway, guys, that's just going to be a little bit of this video right here. Of course, maybe my first time recording like my whole face, like my full reveal. Well, I can't talk. Or actually, my face reveal or not. So yeah, I know it's dark in here because it's like, I think, what time is it? Because I don't want to screw up this video. 4:04 in the morning. So yeah, I mean, trying to save the battery power. But yeah, guys, I think that's just gonna be a little bit update on this video, and y'all stay tuned for more. I mean, I do hope that next year is gonna be a better year for me. So yeah, y'all stay tuned and take care.